Good evening to all Africans, good evening to all black Africans. It doesn't matter, no matter which place you are, I say good evening to, I extend my greetings to all black Africans, those who knows they are black Africans and those who love Africa. I say good evening to everyone. Today I came back again because I promised in my last life that I couldn't speak with everybody, that today I will come back again today Sunday to open lines for peoples to speak with some peoples about Africa. And I will urge everyone, please, if you call, let's speak about Africa. Let's speak about how we could come together as one, how we the youths of Africa, how we could put hands together and join hands together to make sure that we get what we want for Africa, and to make Africa as we want it to be. As we all know, there were so many things going on in these positions, and it's really crazy. It's really crazy. Good evening, brother from Lagos. I think somebody wrote some comment like rebel, like something. I didn't see, so forget it. So I came back today to speak with some people, and I will want everybody, please, when we want to speak, let's speak about Africa. If you call, you can ask any question that you want to ask. That's what I'm here for, and you can discuss anything about Africa that you want to discuss with me, and I prefer to give the best of answers that I can for Africa, and I prefer to give my best of explanation, my best of knowledge to Africa, because that's what I stand for, to make Africans to be aware of what is happening to Africa and what is to happening to Africans themselves. As we are Africans, black Africans, we are known as nobody. We are known as, and they call us also kind of names, and we have to claim the good name that we the Africans have. We have to claim the better part of Africa. We have to show the world that Africa is better than every other continent in this planet. But why is everybody pointing Africa as the bad place in this planet? Today, if you go to all over these countries, this continent, what is happening there today? Somebody is calling in private number. I'm not ready. I didn't open lines. If I open lines, I will tell people that people can call. But for now, I need to explain some little bit something. Okay. So we need to show the world, because if you came to Europe, every European citizen is thinking like Africa is the bad place in the whole planet due to what their government is explaining to them, due to what their governments teach them in the school, due to what they show them, what the bad side of Africa they show to their peoples. America, the same thing. If you go to UK, the same thing. You go to China, the same thing. They all think like Africa is the most bad place. Africa is no-go area because we keep on killing each other. And my question to those Africans killing their fellow peoples is, why are you killing your fellow innocent peoples? Due to your government. Some people were sent by the government to kill innocent people in the countries. That is happening in Africa, and we kill ourselves. And we still say we need liberation for that Africa, but we still keep on killing ourselves. And these things must stop, because when we stop killing each other, when we try to see each other as brothers and sisters, I tell you, we will liberate Africa. It is very easy to liberate Africa if we, the youth of Africa, appreciate that we are one blood and one family. If we accept this. But when we keep on saying leaders are the bad people, leaders are the bad people, but there are some youths who join us to say leaders are the bad people, but there are those same youths, some of them are joining the bad government by a government bribing them with little chicken change to go and kill innocent people. Whatever is happening in Nigeria today is the same thing as what I am saying. Whatever is happening in Sierra Leone today is the same thing as I am saying here right now. Whatever is happening in Southern Sudan is the same thing as what I am explaining right now. Whatever is happening in Ethiopia is the same thing as what I am explaining right now. And who is causing all this? If you look it very well as a black African, look yourself and look your fellow black peoples. Why do you let UK or America or European countries to come and pretend that they love your country while they are arming you and sponsoring you with arms? Why they don't sponsor you with business? You know, this is what these Western people are doing to Africa. They will never sponsor Africa with business, but they will also always sponsor us with weapons, because they want us to be killing each other. They like it when they see us killing each other. So they will never sponsor, Western peoples will never sponsor Africa with business, will never sponsor Africa with development materials, but they will always sponsor Africa with materials that will destroy Africa. Materials such as weapons. This is what they have been sponsoring. Whatever the sponsor is going to Nigeria today, I know. Whatever sponsor is going to Nigeria and which country is sponsoring those criminals in Nigeria, I know. And the whole world know. The whole Western world know. But nobody is talking about it because they don't care, because that's their, all of them, America, Europe, UK, that's their ambition to see that Africa remain however Africa is, to make sure that Africans remain poor. This is their ambition. This is their mission. To make sure that we remain poor, so that whenever they need something from our countries, they can come and bribe us because we are poor, we need money, we need to survive, then we will collect this bribe from them and destroy each other in our countries. And they will be there by pretending that they are separating the war, or they are trying to calm down the situation in our countries, while they are there busy stealing our natural resources, and we are there busy killing each other. And some of us are running away from the country because we need to save our lives. And this is the main reason they make wars in African countries. So who is causing this? It's we, the black Africans, the youth of Africa, taking weapons and becoming criminals, becoming terrorists. So this is something that we need to look into and clean up ourselves when we want Africa to be liberated. I will never sit and said, yeah, I need to take weapon and started fighting. No, I don't fight with weapon, but I fight with words. Those words, if I want, I can become criminal. If I want, I can become whoever I want to become. I can take a weapon and fight. But what is the benefit of taking a weapon and fight, my fellow Africans? What is the benefit? Because if I take a weapon today to fight the bad leaders of Africa, the bad leaders of Africa will be bribing the innocent citizens to fight against me. And if I fight over those citizens, those innocent citizens, and kill them, then I'm killing my brothers and sisters. Then I think the best thing is every freedom fighter in Africa should never pick up a weapon. Talk to your people, change their mindsets with the beautiful words from your mouth, with the truthful words from your mouth. Change their mindset. Let them see the light of Africa. Because those who are supporting the bad governments, those who are behind the bad government and protecting the bad government and trying to die for the bad governments in Africa, those people are not seeing the light of Africa. So by trying to make them to see the light of Africa, it's not by fighting them back with weapons. Speak a word of wisdom to them. Let their mindsets change. That is mentality. It's due to the mentality. There is a mentality that Western people give to Africa. And this mentality still, there are millions of Africans who have this mentality that without Western peoples, Africa cannot survive. Millions of Africans have this mentality that without Western people, Africa cannot survive. And I want to change this mentality from Africans, that to show them that without Africa, Western peoples cannot survive. And without them, we will survive. Because whatever they are surviving by today is from us. If you talk about gas, fuel, diamonds, gold, silver, platinums, if you talk about every good natural resources, they are getting it from us. And how do we, the Africans, are thinking that without Western peoples, Africa cannot survive? We feel like, okay, because these people are white people, they are very, there is a level that Africans put white people that I don't like. And I will talk about whatever is happening in South Africa also. I am not from South Africa, but I am from Africa, and South Africa is in Africa. So I don't know any country named South Africa. I know only Africa. And as far as South Africa is in Africa, I have the right to talk whatever is happening in that country today. I want to remind South Africa, if South Africans are chasing black peoples away, I want to remind them that there is still a place in South Africa where no black man can go there. It's only white people staying there. And that is a black man country. That is African country. But white people go there and stay there and form their own country inside South Africa. And inside that place, there is no black man staying there. And there is no black man who can stay there in African country. White man go there and build their houses there and says no black man should come to this area. In Africa. Do you ever heard that migration have started in Europe for how many years? Do you ever heard that there is a place in Europe that black people take over the place? They said no white man should enter there. Do you ever heard that? No. They never give us just chance. So why are South Africans giving white people that chance to control them again when Nelson Mandela have fought for this? For white people never to control South Africa again. South Africa, you are forgetting so soon, South African peoples, that you people were so much so in danger when most of the African countries join you to liberate, join Nelson Mandela to liberate. And the number one country we can call Nigeria. No matter what is happening in Nigeria today, forget it, but Nigeria was the number one helper of South Africa. Go and read the history. What Nigeria have helped South Africa to remove themselves from the bondage, from the slavery. To remove South Africa in the hand of white peoples, in the hand of peoples who call themselves tourisms. And today, if South Africa get themselves a little bit and South Africa started chasing Guineans from South Africa, Nigerians from South Africa, Cameroonian from South Africa, Sierra Leonean from South Africa, they chase all their fellow black peoples. But they are never chasing. I never see a video that South Africans are chasing white people out of South Africa. And those are the white peoples you need to chase away. Your fellow black people, you need to invite them. You need to love them. You need to give them a base in South Africa. Because when white people were killing South Africans like chicken, there was no white country that stand for South Africa. There was only African countries that stand for South Africa and help South Africa to get themselves. And today, if South Africa get themselves, and South Africa is busy chasing those black peoples away, their fellow black peoples away, but they can never chase those white peoples away. There is no black man who said, South Africa, no black man should come to this area in South Africa, no. But white people from their own country inside South Africa, and no black man is based in there. And no black man can go there. In Africa, a white man will go to Africa and take over another part of South Africa and said no black man should come here in a black man continent. Then I say, South Africans, you need to sit and think. Those of you, the South Africans who are thinking like you don't like your fellow blacks in South Africa, you don't need your fellow blacks in Africa, I will tell you, you have your enemies under your feet. Fight them before you will fight your best friends. Because those blacks you are chasing when you have problem, when South Africa go into a mess again, those same blacks will be the one to go and render help to South Africa. You will never see any white man going to help South Africa when South Africa go into a problem today. Remember this. And I will say one word today. That South Africa can take this word and write it down. That if South Africans are not careful, white man will rule South Africa again. And if that happens, I tell you, there will be nobody to take over South Africa from white peoples again. I tell you this. Mark my words and mark it down. If South Africa is not careful, I tell you, before 2030, South Africa is going to be ruled by a white man. Trust me. South African peoples, I love you. You are my fellow blacks. I will never tell you to do something that will never benefit you. Chase white peoples away. Fight with white peoples. Chase them away from South Africa. Invite your fellow black peoples. So to the white people, let us show to them that we the black people will never hate each other. Why are South African people showing white people that we the blacks, we never value each other, but we value white? Why those white, you are showing them that you are a good person? Those white never value you because they need you right now. That's why they pretend that they value South Africa. But those white people in South Africa never value South Africa. This is what I want South African peoples to know. And it is not a words to against South African peoples, but it is a words from Pandi Maica to remind South Africans to still be careful whatever they are doing to their fellow blacks today. Then tomorrow, that they may need those blacks they are chasing away. Let us love each other. We are all Africans. You are an African, I am an African. Why do you hate me when you think like I am from another country? This is the main reason these colonizers go to Africa and divide Africa into pieces and started calling, here is Nigeria, here is Ghana, here is Guinea, because they want us to hate each other. And that is what we are doing today. We are hating each other when we see that, okay, I see, okay, this boy is from Nigeria, I don't care. He should not live in Gambia. This boy is from Gambia. He should not live in Nigeria. This boy is from Nigeria. He should not live in South Africa because here is our country. Why are you doing that? While there are millions of white people who are not even from African continent, destroying your land, you never chase them away. Why can't we, the black people, join together and chase those white peoples away when white people are busy sending your brothers away from European countries, American countries, deporting them back to Africa? But we cannot deport them. And we the Africans who should help each other, who should love each other, we are still busy deporting each other back and said we don't need each other. And white people are saying we don't need black people in our countries. And African country also, they are saying that we don't need our fellow blacks. What kind of mentality is that? Sit and think, my brothers and sisters. Sit and think and calculate things by yourself. If that is fair. I'm not telling you a lie, but it is wrong for we the blacks to hate each other when we are seeing how many of your fellow blacks have been killed in Europe, in America, in UK. How many of your fellow blacks? But how many of you, the African citizens, have killed white man in your countries? Never. And it will never happen, right? Because we are all afraid, because we all think like white man's they are God. If you kill one white man, then that means the white people are very important. But your fellow blacks is not important. When white people are busy killing your fellow blacks. So that means you don't keep it as a problem. Your fellow blacks are not important. But white people are living in Africa, we can't do nothing to them. Why? I said no to that. I said no to that. I condemn it. For white people to go to Africa without African document. Number one, I condemn it. For white people to go to Africa and try to control another part of Africa, I condemn it. For white people to go to Africa and start a job in Africa without paying taxes, I condemn it. White man should not have a business in Africa. This will not happen. If our leaders are in their mental senses, are in their 5 common senses, no white man should leave their country and go to Africa and build a company. It will never happen. We should never accept them in our countries. Because they are not accepting us in their countries. If I say this, I know so many Africans will say, Pandi maica, but you are living in Europe. Why don't they send you back? Put your senses together. Put your senses together. Do you know how much of money Europeans eat on top of my head? Do you know it? That's why they are keeping me. Europeans will not keep black peoples in Europe if they are not getting benefit. This is what my brothers and sisters in Africa have to put in their head. Your fellow brothers and sisters who are living in Europe, do you know how much money European countries eat on top of their head? Each and every black man. How many black man is living in Europe? If you count it, it will go up to millions. Each and every black man, 3,000 euro every month. Any country you are based in, either you know it or you don't know it, European Union is paying that country 3,000 euro. Each and every single migrant. So do you think they will chase me away if every month they are getting 3,000 euro from on top of my head? Why will they chase me away? But white people who are living in Africa, is our government getting 3,000 euro on top of their head every month? Is that happening? No. So this is why I said no for them to go to Africa. I condemn it. Because African governments are not benefiting from it. That's because of the stupidity of African leaders. Because they refuse to see the light. They refuse to be strong. They refuse to work. And they become slaves. Because they refuse to see themselves as man. They still believe like white peoples are the god of the planet. And the moment we stop seeing white peoples as a god, the moment we stop seeing white peoples as without them we cannot survive, it will be better for us. I never look a white man and feel so proud of him. No. White is a slave to black. You as a black man, watch yourself. Your hand, your palm is white. Under your foot is white. You step on it and walk with it. You step on white under your foot. You never step on black. You never walk with black. Your palm is white. You use it to walk. As a black man, your teeth is white. You use it to walk, to eat. Your eyes is white because you use it to look, to watch things. So white is a slave for black. I will tell you that. White is a slave, always a slave. God have already give you an example. As a black man, God make all your body black, but make the working place to be white. To show you that you, as a black man, I make you black, I give you black color, but you use white to work. To show you that white is your worker. But still black people look underestimate themselves. I will open lines and I can now speak with peoples, and let's see what peoples will speak about Africa, because many people have been calling, and I will start to open lines right now. Peoples can call, you know. It's really sad, but I will say it. If anybody call, please, I will say this. With the words that will be violence, let us not use those kind of words. Let's use words that are not going to be violence. I see some video somebody sent me yesterday that in the Queen of England burial day, that they said there was a black man, and I watched the video, there was one black man, middle of white peoples. And when this king, I don't know, Zeus, I don't know who, refused to shake the man, I blame the black man. I don't blame that white man who refused to shake that white man in the burial. I blame the black man. Why do you go there? Who the hell do you think you are? Why don't you value yourself? This is what I've been complaining before the burial, that no black man should go there. Every black man should value yourself. What they did to you, can't you think about that? Why do the black man go there? I blame the black man. He want to form that he was the only black man who go to the burial. He want to show the world that he is in the burial, so that he will get rank. That is not your rank, that is your stupidity. You see what he faced there? The embarrassment they give to him? Still, as a black man, you don't put your senses together. I blame the black man. You think I will go there? Even if it's happening beside my door, I will never step my foot there. But as a black man, you never think. I have been complaining, I have been sharing videos like this, so that many blacks can see the video, to remember what that woman have done to them. Never to go to the burial, never to mourn that woman. But some black people are there, when they watch us, they call us fools. They call us, we are stupid, we are crazy, we are criminals. Our fellow black peoples. And he go there, he received the best of embarrass that he should receive. And I don't blame the white man who refused to shake hands with him. Is that white man a god? It's not a god. It's the black man who underestimate himself, who make a fool of himself and go there. And the white man saw him that you are nobody. If that black man is sitting in his house, will that white man come there and show him that you are nobody? No. So the black man didn't do well. Even our leaders who go there in the burial, they put them inside one box, all the leaders, all the black African leaders in one box, so that when they will die, let all of them die together. They are not important. Joe Biden go there with his bulletproof car. All other white leaders go there with their personal guide, with their bulletproof cars. They invite them, put them in the important seat, and Africans, they throw them away. African leaders, you are not still feeling ashamed of yourself. Why are you following somebody who is always showing you that you are a fool, but you are not still getting it? Why are you, the African leader, so full of yourself? Why can't you put your senses together? Be like a man. I will receive the first caller. Hello, my brother.
Yeah, Pandi maica.
You are highly welcome to the program, man.
Good evening.
Good evening, bro.
Thanks for the good job you're doing. You're really waking a lot of people up. Pandi, our major problem as Africans is Muhammad and Jesus Christ. If we don't kill this mentality from ourselves, we will keep following white people and Arab people like we are stupid. It will never stop.
Yeah.
If we don't kill this mindset,
my brother.
This is
my brother. You see one thing I will tell you. If you finish your words, I would like to explain this very clear, to make it very clear for my little knowledge that I know about this. You can continue, bro.
Okay. Because you know why I'm saying this? Because God doesn't require this true religion for you to praise Him or worship Him. You can worship God with your native language. You can praise Him with your native language, and your God will even understand you quicker than before you will be speaking Arabic. If you speak Arabic to consult your God, you will answer the person that speaks Arabic first. That if you speak in English to consult your God, you will answer the person that is speaking English first, because it's not your language. It's not the language. It's not your mother tongue He gives to you. So these two things is the major confusion we Africans are facing, and we must do away with these things. There's no shortcut. Anybody that is angry, let him be angry. But I know what I'm saying. This thing is it's like cancer in our blood.
Thank you so much for that.
This is only what I want to say.
For the little I know about what you are saying, I will give my little base of knowledge and my little what I know about it. I will give my little best of it. Thank you so much, bro, for that a good opinion, and we really appreciate your opinion, and your opinion count. Thank you so much. God bless you, bro. Let's see what the brother says. Muhammad and Jesus Christ is the problem of Africa. For me, I will say it's not the problem, but people are the problem. I am a Muslim. I believe in Muhammad. I believe in Allah. But that doesn't make me look stupid or forget what happened to Africa. That doesn't make me hate my fellow black Africans. That doesn't make me fight against my fellow black Africans. I believe in Muhammad. He's the messenger of God. I believe in Allah, that God is one. And nobody can change that in me. But that will not make me to become stupid. So I believe it's not the problem. The problem is we, the Africans. If anybody is behaving like that, then it's that person, but it's not Muhammad or Jesus. Muhammad came to this world and do what he have to do for the Muslims and go. Jesus came to this world and do what he have to do for gods and go on his way. They never tell anyone, do this, fight your fellow black Africans, kill your fellow black Africans, fight against your fellow black Africans, do never appreciate your fellow black Africans. They never teach anybody that one. If you go to Bible, you will never meet it. Come on, go and take, as a good Christian, go and take the first Bible and read it. I told you people I was reading Bible before. Go and take the Bible and read it. You will never see in Bible. Go and look the Bible. The Bible even make it very clear. And for one thing, my brother says here, I'm a Muslim. And I appreciate that. For what my brother says here, that it is when we are Arabs, Muslims who are following Muhammad are following Arabs. I will say, my brother, I will take an example from Gambia. I said it here last time that there are many Gambians who send their children to Saudi Arabia to go and learn Quran. And those children today, when they came back, they against their fathers. Because Saudi Arabia was not teaching them about Allah, but was teaching them how to fight each other, how to against their fathers, how to bring problem in the religion of Muslims in the Gambia. And this is what is happening. That's my advice to Gambians. Stop taking your children to Saudi Arabia to learn, because they become fools. They become your own enemies. Even their own fathers, they enemy their own fathers. Because they feel like what their fathers learn in the Gambia, that is a foolish thing. Saudi Arabia teach them the mentality. They give them the mentality that your fathers are wrong. Forget about your fathers. Go on against them. So when those people came from Saudi Arabia, when they reached in Gambia, they started against each other. If you go to Gambia right now, in one religion, Muslims are fighting each other. Go to Gambia. I'm a Muslim and I'm not lying. Go to Gambia. Muslims are fighting each other in the Gambia, standing and against each other. What is causing that? Because I learn in South Africa, South Arabia, and you learn in Gambia. So they against each other. You learn in the Gambia and I learn in South Arabia. So those who learn in South Arabia says Quran say like this and this, Muhammad say like this and this, while all is bloody lie. So that's it. I appreciate that. Hello, my brother. You are highly welcome to the program.
Greetings, my brother. Greetings. Thank you for everything that you're doing. I just want to ask a simple question. Okay. Yeah. I think we in the diaspora and also at home, we now know the problem of Africa. Most people, you've been talking in the media, you know, everybody knows what is happening, the corruption, the mismanagement, you know, we African leaders being the puppets of the Westerners. We all see that Chinese coming in, looting everybody. Now, let me put this to you. We can all be talking about it and, you know, we like talking. Africans like talking. Yeah. But what is the practical solution that you and I, or every Africans in the diaspora, I know you are in Italy, I'm in Canada, and we have brothers and sisters all over the world. What can we do? What can we do on the ground? Not a keyboard.
My brother,
a keyboard
I really appreciate your question. And I will answer your question as the first solution to Africans' liberation, as the first solution to Africans to come together as one big Africa. Is to have our own associations, our own groups. Let's form our groups. Nigeria, form your own groups in Nigeria and challenge the government. I never said go insult the government, go fight with the government with materials. Stand and change the mentality of Nigerians. Gambians do the same thing. Have your own group in the Gambia that will be standing for every single Gambia, that will be standing for justice in the Gambia. Even if the government is wrong, we should fight against them. This is what should happen in every African country. Because we can put everybody together in one group. But when every country is having the same mentality, every citizen of African countries, when we are all having the same mentality and we are all using the same strategy, I tell you, African leaders will change or we will put them down. Because at the end of the day, our fathers and our mothers and our sisters will listen to us. I think this is the best solution. For my own little
you know that right now we don't have leader. Black all over the world. Marcus Garvey is gone. Malcolm is gone. Nkrumah is gone. Patrice, you know our history. Everybody's gone. They assassinated. Gaddafi recently is gone. Tanzania recently is gone. Now, what we can do, like you said, is good. It's a good idea that we can decentralize the whole system, that every country have its own group and fight against the government, because you know, our countries are different, politics are different, the language is different, the dialect is different. So those who understand their country, how they govern their system, they can fight against it. Because I don't expect you from Gambia fighting my fight in Ghana for me. For sure. Because you don't understand the system, you don't understand the mentality of Ghanaians, you know. But you're Ghanaian. But you as a Gambia, you can fight your own fight because you know your ground. You know where you stand, you know where you come from, you know your government. I think it's a good idea. So now how do we move forward from your group? What do we do? Having association, how do we go about it? How do we organize it? Do you have a blueprint? How we can organize these things? We should have some official document how we can form these associations. And who will be the leader and all those things? I think it's better.
I am working on that, my brother. But I still think I still need to go to Africa to still look into some things and system something. I promise to be in Africa this year by the grace of God. You know, to be in Africa. As I always tell people, I will be in Africa and I will still remain the same person I am. Come on, I am not afraid, because so many people say, Panamaga, because you are in Europe, that's why you are talking like this. But I said, if I go to Gambia, I am not afraid of Gambian president or any other body, any other person in the Gambia. I am who I am and I will still remain who I am. And I will do something about that, my brother, for what you are saying. From the example, they said, if you are leading people, then you have to be a good example. And I will take an example from myself, that I will have my own association in the Gambia, that will stand for Gambians, that will fight government, whatever wrong they do to any citizen in the Gambia, to see that they are wrong and to show the whole world that the government is wrong.
You see, also, I agree with you that, you know, sometimes we cannot fight the fight in cyberspace. We have to be on the ground, because we left our country a long time ago. I don't know how long you left left Gambia to Italy, but things are changing. So sometimes we need to be on the ground to observe what is happening on the ground. You know,
that's what I said. That's what I said. That's why I said I should be in the country. That's to observe, because nowadays it's difficult, my brother, to even trust your fellow black Africans in things like this. You have to observe very well. You have to know who you work with. You have to know who you deal with. You have to know who is ready for that mission that you are trying to embark on. You have to know who is ready for that. Because if you don't know that, there will be even government spy with you, and whatever you discuss, whatever you plan will be revealed to the government at the end of the day. Then none of your plans will work.
It's a dangerous fight. It's uprising. They don't want us to rise up.
Yeah.
I think this is what because when you do something, they want to attack you. Even the government, your own people, like you said, to attack you. So I mean, the enemy within. The enemy has always been within. Yeah. As Malcolm X says, we always have black enemies within. It's not every black that will support you. What you are doing, even they know it's good, but they know that with corruption, they're not going to survive, because you are elevating the minds of the people. You are changing the dynamics, the narratives of the people, and people don't want that. Well, the government don't want that.
You know, my brother, I know one thing is, you know, if anybody is ready to do things like this, then you have to be ready for one thing. You have to be ready in spiritual, either in spiritual or in physical. You have to be ready. That's my advice to anyone who ever want to form a things like this, to stand against government or to be the person to open the minds of the country citizens. Then you have to be ready in physical or in spiritual. You have to be ready in both, because both will come one day. And I'm ready for that, either in physical or either in spiritual. I am ready for any battle. And I give this promise that I will never go back. Nothing will make me to go back. It's only death.
Do you know when you'll be going to Africa to observe things on the ground?
Yeah, very soon, my brother. If I'm in Africa, I think everybody will know. Very soon, I promise that.
Okay. My last question to you, Julius Malema of
South Africa.
How do you find him? Because he's mostly the vocal person, the young man also.
I really appreciate whatever Julius Malema is doing. I really appreciate it, my brother. I really appreciate it. Do you know, sometimes I sit and watch his videos. I go to his platform, EFF, I don't know, or EFFC. I go to his platform to watch his videos, to listen to his words of wisdoms, you know. And I can say it, he's doing well. Julius Malema is doing a very good job. You can even see on my TikTok, I share his video where he says, we will not mourn a queen who is having a ground of the ground that was stolen. I really appreciate his hard work, because he is having the same mind that I'm having, you know. So I really appreciate his hard work.
Yeah, there are two uprising stars that is inspiring the youth of Africa. One is also Rwanda. Mr. President Paul.
Mr. Paul is also doing very well. When I watched one of his interview with Americans in the studio, I really appreciate his hard work and his response. I really appreciate whatever he's doing in Rwanda today. I really appreciate it. I look him as one man in Africa who is really now seeing the light of Africa.
True. And he's also trying to develop his country, also technology-wise, you know. His country will be the best country in Africa, like Dubai. So we don't need to be wrong.
He's the only African leader right now who
and I hope all the African. True. And I hope African leaders must also follow his example.
They will not follow, my brother. I tell you this, my brother, I should not be saying much about this on social media, but I said, my brother, watch Mr. Paul. Mr. Paul will not live longer, because you know why? They will assassinate him. That is a word from me. Sign it from today. Sign it from today. He's doing very good.
It's not something that is... No, it's not something new. This is not new. They've been doing that centuries.
Okay.
You know?
So I really know that he is going to go down very soon, because right now they are on track. They are on track to bring him down.
Anybody that stands for Africa will go down. That's what they do. It's something that they design.
That's it, and this is what I want every African to know, that he will be down very soon because he is doing very fantastic well, and he is no more taking chance from them. So they don't like that. They want him to be like every other African, stupid African leaders out there, and he is not ready to be like that. So they are going to get him out of the way.
Even you yourself, excuse me to say, even yourself, you don't take time. Don't block you.
I know, my brother, but I tell you, I tell you, you know why they really why they really take away African leaders so fast, because African leaders have never lived among them. If you live among your enemies and you survive for 5 years or 10 years, my brother, I tell you, for that enemy to end your life, it will be so difficult. So an enemy that you don't know, that is the only enemy that will disappoint you by ending your life. But the enemy that you know, it will be difficult for that enemy to destroy your life. And I tell you, I am very careful, my brother.
And also, they always use our own people to kill each other. You
but,
know, if
but,
they don't do
but that's it, my brother. Do you think even if they want to fight me, they will fight me directly? They will use my own fellow black peoples against me. So I know.
All fellow people. It's sad. It's sad that we are not waking up to know the game of the enemy.
Yeah.
You know, we have to wake up, but we're still not waking up. Like you said, that guy went to the burial of the queen. You know, it's not necessary. Good. But they went to show off themselves, you know. Yeah. We are not waking up. I wish we wake up. I wish it's going to take time. But, you know, you're doing a good job. May the light guide you. May the stars guide you. May the sun guide you.
Thank you so much, bro. God bless you.
Will bless you wherever you go. Okay?
Thank you so much. God bless you, bro.
Okay.
You know, for one part he touched here, about the Mr. Paul of Rwanda president. I really appreciate whatever Rwanda president is doing in this country. If Mr. President Rwanda, Mr. Paul Rwanda can really hear me, I will tell him the reason they are now, they will hunt him down and they will put him down. I will tell him the reason, and I will tell everybody the reason here for everybody to know. They have paid Mr. Paul last time. If anybody can remember, they have paid him 152 million US dollar. They have paid Mr. Paul to deport migrants from UK to his country, and that deportation didn't happen, and the money remained with Mr. Paul, Rwanda president. So Mr. Paul, never forget that these people will come for you. Hello, my brother, you are highly welcome to the program.
Hey, Mr. Pandi, I must commend you for what you are doing right now. Good evening and happy Sunday to you and your fans all over the world.
Thank you so much, my brother.
Yeah, you know, my name is Michael. You know, I'm from Nigeria, but in Biafra directly.
You are highly welcome, bro.
You know, I've been following up for a very long time. You know, I've been seeing what you're doing, even right from the day one of our brothers murdered in Chitanova. I was seeing the awareness you were causing both TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. You know, I give you high five. I give you high five. You're doing a very nice job for the whole Africa. Most of us don't know what you are doing, but the people that know what they are doing, they know that you are doing a great job for the whole Africa as a whole.
Thank you so much, bro.
You know, there is a brother that called, you know, I think is the first caller of your program, you know, and he made mention of something like Muhammad and Jesus Christ, you know, something like that.
Yeah.
You know, I agree with you what you said, you know, because we are the problems of ourselves. The black is the problem of black.
Mm-hmm.
You get it? Not the whites. We are the problem of ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know, someone cannot tell you to go and kill your own brother and you will go and kill him. No matter what they offer to you, you just think like that, then you go ahead and start massacring, you know, shedding the blood of your own fellow blacks, you know, because of what you intend to gain from them, you know, whatsoever. You know, like our leader always say, Mazin Namdekano, he always say that the most task in this world, you know, is to be able to teach your fellow black man or to lead your fellow black man or to make him understand how life is supposed to be lived. That's the most expensive task in this life. You know, he took me a lot of years, I would say years, to be able to convince the black people, especially the Biafrans, the Eastern people who are from Nigeria, to understand what the white have put us through from the day of slavery, you know. So it's only those who are open-minded that will understand where the message is going and where it's coming from. So what I just have to say to you is that you are doing a great job. At your age, you are causing this awareness. Just imagine when you are about 40 or and above. Just imagine what you achieve by then. So at your age and the level you are causing this kind of awareness. I know many people are very scared of people like you right now, you know. We are scared because if we are able to get people like you, even 100 of people like you from Africa, you know, on YouTube. I see many Africans on YouTube doing things that are unnecessary, you know, causing unnecessary nuisance in the social media. Instead of using their platform, they are built to send a very good message to those people that are back home. Because we that are in Europe like this now, our mind is open, our eyes are open, we have seen things that people back home are not seeing. You know, people in darkness, they cannot see. Without light, it's very difficult for you to see, you understand?
Thank you so much, my brother. I think that will be the end of our call because there is many callers on the line. I will say thank you so much for that compliment and for your opinion. We really appreciate you.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your good job.
Thank you so much, bro.
Thank you very much.
God bless you.
Yeah, sure.
Hello. You are highly welcome to the program, my brother.
Hello.
Hello, my brother. Hello, are you hearing me?
Pandi, I'm hearing you.
Yeah, you are
This
highly
is
welcome
Bruno
to the
from
program,
Ghana.
brother.
Okay. Yes. Hello.
Hello, we can hear you, my brother. You will continue speaking whatever you have in mind. We are listening to you.
Yeah, this is Emmanuel from Ghana, and we appreciate the work you are doing. Keep on, okay? Keep on fighting for Africa. We are backing you up, both spiritually and physically.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, bro. God bless you.
But you have to get time. You have to get time and talk about what is happening in South Africa, what they are doing to their fellow Africans. You have to find one time and talk about it.
Thank you so much, I will, brother. Thank you so much. God bless you.